So we recently recorded an episode of Killer Kitchen that will be out October 11th at 6 p.m. on the Killer Kitchen channel. And you know, we got a little bit drunk last night. Okay, we got a lot drunk last night. And we forgot to make our frosting to go on our cake. So I figured we'd do a short right here and now and give you guys just a little bit of a sneak preview for what you're in for come October. So, we've got 2 cups of cereal. We're going to ground this up into a fine powder as soon as we make sure we're not making a mess. Finer the powder, the better you're going to get. This thing sounds really labored. It's also a piece of shit and a cheap one because I couldn't afford a nice $5,500 one. But that's what happens when, you know, you don't pay attention in school and spend more time getting high behind the gymnasium than you do actually going to gym. Of course, that also happens to those of us who don't look the right way and don't have DEI to give us a job. That seems pretty good. We're going to take this and just set that aside. Now we're going to take this and we're going to throw it over here. Get it the fuck out of the way. We don't need it no more. We do need a bowl. We have a bowl. Red. Just to piss off the liberals because, you know, here in MAGA country, everything's got to be red. Ah, there we are. Recipe. Now this one's a little new. See, I've never actually tried to make flavored frosting beyond fucking vanilla. So we're going to see how well this works. At this point, you're no longer watching Killer Kitchen. You're just watching a fucking crime scene. Unfolding right before your very eyes. So, we got our 2 cups of cereal. Stick of butter. Nice and soft, real butter. We're just gonna, slimy as hell. Ugh. You know, basically all butter is fucking fat. So, for the liberals out there, you'll enjoy this. Of course, if you're watching this, you shouldn't be a liberal. If you are a liberal watching this, oh, you guys might notice I have quite a bit more commentary than normal. Well, since the left thinks that violence is a solution, since the left feels that murder is a solution, since the left feels that being little neo-Nazis and murdering the opposition, just like Hitler's brown shirts in 1934, I've decided I don't give a fuck about your feelings. For those of you who aren't liberals, you're in the middle, then you have my pity. Because the time's come, you need to choose a side. Are you going to be on the right side of history? Or are you going to be one of these fucking neo-Nazis murdering Republicans and silencing the opposition because you can't win an argument? I'm sitting here talking about winning arguments, and I've already lost the argument with this blender and this fucking recipe 3 or 4 times. Alright, we need 2 cups of powdered sugar. So we're going to take this powdered sugar. Fuck this. Just going to fill this sucker up. Now, before we start mixing up this butter, we're going to take 1 drop of navy blue. Because we all know, well, okay, we did 2 drops. And we all know RFK hates fucking food coloring. And so this next drop is just for you. Oh, okay, and 2 or 3 drops. Use the violet this time. Now we're going to take 4 drops or whatever, however many I feel like using. And we're going to add some grape purple. Really lay it in there. Fuck them. Now, we need a teaspoon of vanilla. There we go. Now we need to add some milk to this. I suggest using whole milk, honestly, because the 2% is nothing but water, and it tastes just like that. I'm still not for sure that 2% milk or skim milk is even real milk. I think it's powdered milk shoved in water, and they just pass it off as actual milk. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's happening, especially in blue counties, in blue countries, in blue states, because, let's be honest, liberals, they want to be fat themselves, but they want to make sure that you don't get anything, because they want it all for themselves. So, we're going to start with just one of these for now. Tablespoon of milk. If we need to add more, we have that option, but let's not push it. Ah, shit, a brick. Here, hold this. I don't know where I put the lid. Just spilled our fucking vanilla. Alright. Got our beaters. Don't need a wife beater because I'm not in a gang. So, if I was part of Tren de Aragua, then I guess I would need a wife beater. But I'll stick with my regular beaters here. Now this takes a couple of minutes. You want to do it on a low or a medium. I keep it on medium, usually, but I'm going to do it low here so I can keep an eye on what's going on. There you go. Now, as we're going to mix this, we're going to slowly start adding our sugar. A little bit of sugar. And the secret ingredient, the blueberry cereal. Just set for a minute, add some more milk. Now we're going to add just a little extra purple to this. Add another shot of the blue. Now, the navy blue is just going to give it that little creepier coloring. There we go. Now, here's the score. Let's see how it tastes. It definitely tastes like blueberry cereal. It's really sweet. Now you see, I fucked up and I didn't get this into a fine enough powder, so mine's gonna be lumpy. And there you have it. Homemade frosting. For those of you interested, later in the month of October, we're going to be showing you guys how to make homemade Count Chocula brownies from scratch and a Count Chocula glaze to go on the top. So I think you guys will dig that. Stick around for something like that. I'm aiming that one probably for Halloween night, but this is Killer Kitchen and it's the Angry 80s guy. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do until I'm actually doing it. So, from here at the Killer Kitchen to all of you out there, wherever you are, enjoy it. Dig your life, enjoy life, and if you see a liberal, walk away fast. They're not worth your breath and they're not worth your sight. They're not even worth acknowledging. All you gotta do to know someone's on the left, you look for that fucking stupid haircut the chicks have, the guys who want to fucking look like they're fucking Grizzly Adams, right down to the long fucking hippie hair. And even if they're not those telltale signs, they all bear several of the same markings. Bullshit, stupid tattoos that mean nothing to nobody. Usually of a fucking teddy bear hugging or getting choked out by a fucking devil. They all have the fucking septum piercings because they all fucking think they're bulls. Why do you think they get so mad at the color red? And if they don't have either one of those, odds are they've got green, purple, gray, some kind of fucked up colored hair that makes them look like they just jumped out of a Skittle factory. So, honestly, between you and me, I'm starting to wonder if the Skittle company isn't responsible for the liberals. I mean, they all look like a fucking piece of Skittle. They all look like Skittles right out of the bag. Green hair, blue hair, purple hair, red hair, fucking... And I'm not talking about natural red hair like Carrot Top. Ugh. God, that guy's annoying. I mean that bright pink red fucking dumbass shit that makes them look like they're fucking... Well, they are on drugs. This is Killer Kitchen. You just witnessed a crime scene. That's it for me. So, show's over. Everybody go back to doing what you were doing.